Wow, it is always fun watching Sam take a shot right during the opening credits.
Nasty.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of, let me see if I can get this right, Romero Pictures Heavy Metal Indie Brigade presents The Wagner Wiles with Sam and Lance Wagner. I put her first this time.
That's always
very good. Very
always.
good.
Women, beautiful women first.
So I am going to bow out. If you guys need anything, just give me a holler.
Holler.
Holla. Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
That's too bright right there.
What is?
That sign right behind you. Live show issues.
You need the reflection off your head.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Better.
if I may, awesome graphic by Steve Gray. Thank you, Steve.
Yes, thank you, Steve. He was in our mentions over here.
How about what? Oh, Steve Gray,
Steve Gray,
yes. Oh,
yes.
absolutely.
Excellent graphics.
Steve is the man.
So hello, and everybody. We've been gone for a little while. Life happens, schedules happen, things happen, and we're happy to be here. And
Wow.
hope y'all are happy to be here. And we've got some cool things happening.
Scott. Dino. Yes, it's
Yes,
coming.
we are going to have asparagus tonight.
Oh, but don't puke. Hi, Peggy. We love Peggy. Peggy's the best. There are people on the screen. Yes, there are, Ron Purdy.
There are.
Hey, Wheels.
So we are going to bring up our first. We weren't sure if he was going to make it, but he's here.
Scheduling worked out.
Yes, it did. So
Bring him up,
let's
please.
do
Please,
it,
Joe.
please. Mr. Tyler.
Hey, everybody.
Tyler.
Hi.
I'm so glad your scheduling worked out
No problem.
and you were able to make
And my health is better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you know.
We didn't say what the schedule conflict was.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
You've been making the guitar stuff.
I think
man.
there's a lot. I think there's a lot of people out there with it now. So it happens.
Yeah.
Mr. Tyler's been very, very sick for 8 days.
Yep. Yep.
And he's on the upside. We're glad he's here with us.
On the uptick, as they say.
On the
Sorry,
uptick. Yeah.
uptick.
Now it's just chest and congestion but I'm not tired anymore. I've got my energy back. And then I still have absolutely zero taste and smell. For now, just over a week.
Oh, that's terrible. It'd only be awesome if you didn't have the hunger, because if you can't taste, usually you're not hungry. But if you're hungry, it kind of defeats the purpose.
But he needs to eat. He needs
But
to
what's
eat.
what's
I'm the fat guy.
interesting? What's interesting though is
Hey,
salt. I couldn't taste the salt, but I got the sensation of salt, kind of that tingly and everything, because salt really enhances flavor anyway. It technically doesn't have a flavor. It enhances whatever it's on.
Right.
But salt was something that I had was sensory, like I could sense it.
That's
So
cool.
anything that was salty, which is not great for me, is what I was trying to eat.
Right. Wow.
did you say something about his availability to us for future shows?
We haven't. That's one of the surprise
I took my
announcements
headphones off for a second.
tonight. No, we were waiting
And
for
exclusive. And it's exclusive.
you. So who wants to share it?
I'll say it.
Okay, do it.
My bestie, Tyler Schein, is now going to be part of our show. Unless some scheduling happens, he'll be on the show.
Regularly.
Look forward to seeing Tyler Schein with the Wagner Wiles.
We're going to be
Absolutely.
talking to a bunch of guests. Sometimes we're just going to be talking just the three of us, different topics in the film industry, not necessarily all pertaining to horror films, but just film in general. So I think we're going to have a lot of really good topics or a lot of good discussions that everybody's going to be interested in checking out.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. We're going to keep talking about movies. I don't always have to be the bad guy since this one likes everything.
I was talking about, now hold up.
I don't like everything.
I was talking to Roy Rose earlier today, and he was blown away that I didn't like the Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. He was absolutely blown away that I didn't like that movie. He goes, "You didn't like a movie?"
Was he blown away because he likes it? Or was
No,
he blown-
because I like everything.
Okay, got it.
I like everything. Okay, so that announcement's made. I said that. Let's get our other
So
guests.
we're going to
on.
bring the other
Come on,
guest
wait.
up. And then because Lance likes everything, we're going to prove, hopefully, he likes asparagus as soon as we get our other
Food and
guest
movies
up.
are two different things.
Right?
Not even the same ballpark.
Yay!
Hey! Look at this.
Two of our favorite people.
Let's see if I can do it right. Let's
But
see.
he looks like he's on
This-
pretty much.
This movie goes with him, and this
What?
movie.
You got it backwards. You already messed it up.
You totally
Anyway, that's
blew it.
look at that, Drew.
You're
It's
fired.
gorgeous.
Re-release.
I know that's a
Re-release.
someday
You
I'm
know
gonna
how
make.
many
real
times
movie.
that re-release has been on our TV already?
Watched it a few times.
I can't watch it, you guys. I mean, I just hate it so bad. I can't watch it.
You say it like Clegg can't watch himself. You hear about that?
Well, it ain't even about that. I've just seen it 1,000 times. You know, I just hate it. It's just like, oh, and I don't see it. I remember being on set and shooting it. It doesn't feel like a movie to me. It just feels like, you know, revisiting of old times is all it feels like. So
I get to see all of our friends, like the people that we really love.
That's what she loves,
That's
yeah.
what I like. It's not what's happening. It's the people that I like.
well, I feel like a kinship with Drew. I mean, we only had sex, but we haven't talked much. I don't know him, but it's what's funny about Drew is I feel like I've known him for, 20, 30 years, but we've never had much of a chance to sit and BS or anything because we're usually at conventions and busy. And those fangirls like Lance come up and won't leave me alone. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't leave any of y'all alone.
I think he's hooked at all of y'all's hips.
that's not my hip, that's my ass.
Oh man, that's good stuff.
Poor you guys.
Yeah, really.
It's like every time you turn around, one of you's got him, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's your turn." No, it's your turn. I had him the last
No,
time.
And she had the
We-
biggest smile on her face the whole time. Go figure.
I did.
We have a
That was going
schedule.
around. That's right.
I am trying to get the kid to bring in the asparagus plate.
Already, like straight to asparagus.
Oh, we're going
Yeah.
straight to it. Oh yeah, if he's gonna puke it, we're gonna get it.
He's
We're gonna
told
do
me
it live.
about this asparagus, but I've told him he's had way worse in his mouth, if you know what I mean.
Between you and Clegg, what are you saying?
Well, I'm saying
I don't eat Clegg.
between me and Clegg, it's about 2 inches.
and green.
Yeah.
It's asparagus.
I crack up every time Clegg does the clap thing, and he's like, "I've never given him
The
clap."
clap.
But you do. You give him clap every day, just not the right kind. Oh wait, maybe it is the right kind.
wait,
I guess it
hold
depends
on.
on how you say it.
I feel like if Tyler can survive this episode, then he really will be a good guest. But it's probably a bad one to start.
No, this is
yeah.
Tyler knows me well enough, right?
well, I know all of you. I know all of you, and I've also done the conventions and stuff, and so I get it. I mean, Lance is almost omnipotent at a show. He's with everybody all the time.
I tried.
Yeah.
I really tried.
Like toilet paper on your shoe.
I'm
No.
sitting right here. I can hear what you're
I like
saying.
that.
That was one of the lines out of Drew's movie. I'm right here. I can hear you.
We had it's too bad we can't pull that picture up, but we did I take it or somebody took a picture with Drew and somebody else was there and it made it look like he had incredibly long
Yes.
That's a
Troy and Tony. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite photo.
That's a great photo.
Just reminded me of that Nightmare on Elm Street.
If somebody has it, I am me, and I'll pull it up.
You probably have it, but you probably don't know which one it is. I'll see if I can find it real
I
quick.
can find it real fast.
Oh, Lance is going to find it real
But
quick.
I got stuff I got to eat.
But check this out. Okay, so I'm going to move this camera just for a minute so y'all can see.
So backstory real quick, Sam, about the veggies and Lance.
So there's a group of Romero Pictures Indie people that are all on health kicks. They're all doing keto. They're eating a lot of cauliflower, asparagus, vegetables. Hold on, I'll show you in just a second. Hold on.
Okay,
Wait,
because I
wait,
have no
where it
idea
is.
what he's eating.
I'll show you.
I held it
So
up.
That's not asparagus.
Everybody's been giving him crap. You took the smallest bite. So right here we have a chicken breast that has asparagus inside it with a little bit of cheese wrapped in bacon. I tried to make it as appealing to him as possible.
No, okay.
with
I
asparagus.
call foul. That's cheating.
I need to- you want me to just take the
Asparagus.
You want me to take the asparagus
But he
out?
didn't
Yes.
want you to have an
Just
asparagus.
asparagus.
He
Yes,
wants you to
I'm
have
a
asparagus.
guy, asparagus. Multiple.
Okay, here we go. Look, here we go.
No, that's an asparagus. You got to have
If
a
you
gus.
wanted him to eat it, you should have wrapped it in a dick.
Billy, I can hear you too.
Okay, so
Okay, here we go. Look. That's big. That's big enough, right?
With all the
depends
cheese
who
on it,
you're
yeah.
asking.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Could you eat it?
Because it tastes like cheese.
Exactly.
and butter.
I
and
put very
chicken
little cheese
and
on there. It's
bacon.
just the way that.
Oh, wait a minute. No.
Mm.
No, it's covered in cheese.
It just looks like it.
Look
It
at this
really
piece
isn't.
of asparagus. Mm. That's delicious.
I keep hitting the wrong damn button to pull them down instead of get closer.
There, success.
And you didn't
I,
throw
I
up.
even feel healthier.
So can I start you making this? Would you eat it if I make it?
Yeah.
And if you didn't eat it, I can blast you.
I'll eat it. It's
Would
good
you
stuff.
eat it without the bacon, the cheese, and the chicken?
Okay,
Probably
so
not.
as he learns how to eat it and like it, he could, but we're gonna have to gradually get him there.
Here,
I
Key, come
tried
get
to
it 'cause the
find
dogs are all
some
around.
vegetarian bacon just to trick him, and I couldn't find any. I really tried hard.
Does that even exist?
It does exist.
Yes.
You found the turkey
It does.
bacon or the chicken bacon, or
I did find turkey bacon, but there was like very little selection, so I didn't get that because he would have noticed that in the cart. He was waiting for me, but I did try to find the vegetarian. I could have hid that, but
What the hell's vegetarian bacon? Eat it plain. I did.
You'll
yay,
see,
good for Lance.
What'd
see
you
on
say,
the
Drew?
next episode. You'll see what the vegetarian bacon is on the next episode of the Wagner
right.
Wiles.
So we'll gradually, maybe we can gradually get him eating other vegetables by peer pressure.
Yeah, George is always on my ass.
So everybody's eating keto. Everybody's losing weight. Everybody's embracing the non-dad bod, other than this guy maybe,
And that dead one.
and that dad bod. Do you want to show what you have under there?
I was gonna do it
No.
later.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Really? No, I got another shirt
I
on.
think everybody should see what's under it. It's so cool. It's so Lance.
Wow.
I don't want to see my gut. Can you see it?
Nice.
Is that bootleg?
That is grassroots marketing
Total-
right there.
Total bootleg. Took me like 5 minutes to make it. Hope George is proud of me.
I thought you were going to show us your third nipple.
No, not this one. The asparagus one. That's
The-
awesome,
the,
Brandon.
The nipples are private.
No way. I'll never eat a Brussels sprout.
Yes, you will.
Ooh.
I can get you a Brussels sprout.
So
Um,
I think our next step is we're going to buy that cauliflower crust and make a pizza. That's our next step.
That's good. It's good stuff. I eat that cauliflower pizza all the time. It's delicious. Hey,
Hey. If Bestie can do it, you can do it.
I'll send him some meal plans, or I'll send
Yes.
it to you, Sam, and then you can
Thank you.
make sure he eats it. I got a question for Drew. Drew, are you
Yeah.
in the studio?
I'm in my office.
You're in your office?
Which
Yeah.
is an amazing studio.
That's where I'm going to sleep when I spend the night.
That is a
right,
cool.
right over there. There.
So are all those DVDs and
Yeah,
and
those are the
everything behind
DVDs and
you?
Blu-rays. It's the back wall over there.
Awesome. Look at that.
So Drew's done this amazing thing. Tyler's not on Facebook a lot of times, so we're going to do some catching up. So Drew has gone through his library, and anything he's had duplicates, triplicates, fourplicates of, he has been doing giveaways during our quarantine. And
Oh,
he's
that's cool.
given away so many cool things.
And they're all like sealed. Like I found some movies that I had not only duplicates of still sealed copies that people like that Bill gave me. Every convention he gives other Blu-rays, right? So
I don't remember. I always forget.
yeah. And then I tell him I already have it, and he says, "Shut up and take it, goddammit."
Anyway,
So I gave away some of his, and I found a bunch of movies that I had multiples of. So I did a weekly quarantine joy, not virus giveaway.
On
So-
Instagram and Facebook.
I get fans that like aren't friends of mine or on my radar, and they've come because of that. So it's like, it's good what you're doing. It's helping out a lot of other filmmakers too.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't want people to buy my dumb movie. I want people to buy your dumb movie. I mean, your good movie.
Yeah,
Is anybody else hearing a reverb from Drew, or is it just me?
a repeat.
Yeah, I
Is
got
it
it. I got it as well.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
We're getting
It's like a Max Headroom type thing going
That's-
on.
Horrible. Let's see.
what did you do, Drew?
The red
So-
button.
Don't push the red button.
Go towards the light. Don't go towards the light.
So, and if, while you're trying to fix that, Drew, if I can just also say, I saw a post the other day. Somebody was just commenting on, now so many movies are digital, so you can just get them digitally. You don't have to have the DVDs, but there's a lot of people that are still purists. They still want that DVD or Blu-ray. I mean, some are so purist they still have the VHS tapes.
Right.
But how do you guys feel about for Drew and Bloody Bill? How do you guys feel about that collection piece? Do you prefer? Obviously, it looks like Drew prefers to actually have the disc as well, or are you guys starting to transition more into that digital library?
Go ahead, Drew.
Oh, I've got that. I'm the one bad reverb. Just the VHS. I definitely want the physical thing. I love having the Blu-ray or the DVD, so I can hold it in my hand and rub my chest while I watch it. and I'm also just a collector.
You do that too?
Yeah.
I
great.
totally believe you do it, Lance.
Yeah.
Look, I was just kissing it a minute ago.
He didn't stick his tongue out for y'all. Thank God.
It's about to say it's funny. There's nothing really funny about it, but this whole pandemic, it's at least given me a chance to say like I told you so to a couple people who have asked me to borrow movies. I've been getting a lot of calls from friends that they can borrow Blu-rays to look at home.
Hey, Drew.
A lot of things aren't on digital, a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna let Bill answer, but Drew, while he's doing that, can you drop out and come back in and see if maybe we can get rid of your echo?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right.
So where are you at on physical media?
I got married 2 years ago, and I didn't feel right bringing in like 7 cases of DVDs and stuff like that into the thing. So they're all at the haunted house. But then even in the move is like, I don't know where the Blu-ray player is, and we don't have a DVD player here, so it's easier to watch the other stuff. But I try not to collect. But if it's from friends' movies and stuff like that they've personally given me, I'll keep those. But the mainstream stuff, I just feel like if I'm not going to watch it again, I just don't need it. The only thing I collect, Tyler will tell you, is probably guitars. But I just when that cancer thing hit you guys, it's just I just realized I had too much stuff and just don't. I don't even collect my own. I had one of everything in Circus, but I don't even do that anymore. If it's my last one and somebody buys it, I'll do it. I don't care anymore because, you can't take it with you, so I just let it go.
Yeah, that's there's something very invigorating to a degree of kind of letting go of a lot of those things, and it sounds like Drew's doing the same thing by, anything he's got duplicates of, because once you start to look around and realize how much physical stuff you actually have, it can start to weigh you down a little bit. And I lived in Hawaii a couple times. I moved there twice and then moved back to the mainland twice. And every time you move to or from Hawaii, you liquidate, you get rid of everything. And it's a pretty freeing feeling, And then years go by and all of a sudden I have more stuff but I'm trying to get a collection of guitars like Billy's got. I'm okay with.
Like, I just figure if I croak over dead, like if my wife goes through my stuff and she says, "Oh, there's Popcorn's penis," I just some things I don't need. But yeah, you'll get it all right from behind. But,
oh my gosh!
Hey, Joe.
But like I have a Gunnar Hansen thing that I got signed when I was like 15. It was some kind of a horror con in Dallas, and I can't tell you because I was only 15 years old. Didn't even have my license yet. I remember my mom had to drive us up there and drop me and my friend off, Lee, that co-writes everything with me. But I remember meeting him and Ed Neal when I was 14 or 15. I said, "I'm going to make movies someday, you guys. You'll see." And, never knowing that, I'd go to Frightmare and be on the thing with them and stuff and get to meet them and all that. So that was kind of cool. I was real close with Gunnar doing some Circus of the Dead stuff. Same thing with Marilyn. But I didn't feel like the part honored them enough because, you get those kind of celebrities, you get them for a day like how we all do and just to get their name on there. But I didn't want to embarrass them with something beneath them like playing a waitress or something like that. So I didn't do it. So I was hoping for Maryland and Cowboys is my goal. But that, so that's what we'll be doing is there'll be somebody getting her part, which is a really great part.
Awesome.
Well, that's later conversation. I'll wait.
Okay.
I was going to say.
Oh, I wanted to ask.
Ed Neal is the reason this all started.
Ed Neal's everything with me.
This obsession. It all started with Ed Neal.
Ed Neal started.
He came up to him at the gas station and made friends with him, and it
Well,
just
you
opened a
guys are
floodgate.
youngsters. You guys are youngsters, but let's go back to 1985 for the old guys here. It's different. There was no internet, and you see your favorite movie, you had it VHS and stuff like that. So when I met Ed Neal, and he was doing his whole stuttering and my makes good head sheath, I was like fanboying out. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. But I mean, if it was not for that moment, so these people are, not touchable in a weird way, Lance, but accessible. So it's like that fueled it and that started. And I said, someday I'm going to do this when I get a chance. Now I waited too long, and I tell people they need to start way earlier. Don't wait like me, but and just kind of get your feet wet and throw
Hey,
caution.
better late than never, and we're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
Hey, on the physical media part of stuff like Tyler was asking? So like on Circus of the Dead, the re-release, there's all the extra features and stuff. Do you get that on the digital stuff too?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
I bought the VOD the other day, and I didn't see that on there.
Okay.
But my little 3-year-old grandbaby, I found out, loves Circus of the Dead. So
Bringing them up early.
Great, nice.
she goes around talking about popcorn all the time, but she's a good kid. She's the one I always post things with her, Avery. She spends a lot of time with her pop also. I miss the whole having kids thing, but I went straight to being a grandfather, and it's honestly my favorite thing now is spending time with those kids and stuff. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
I think Drew was fixing to say something.
No, I don't know. How'd it sound any better?
No,
Kind of got an echo now.
Now it's
It's not the repeat. It's an echo.
What about now?
I think I have one.
Yeah, you had one for a second.
I did.
No, I did.
I don't know.
Sounds better now.
Is it right now?
yeah, sure.
Oh,
We'll see how it goes.
cool. I fixed it, guys. You're welcome.
It's not better. Sorry, it's the
hey,
fun
baby.
of joy of the funs and joy of doing live shows.
Oh yeah,
Got this fancy microphone now.
that is so cool.
That happened to Parrish when we did the Texas
Yeah.
Fry. But it was like you couldn't hardly understand anything. Yours isn't so bad, Drew, but he sounded like a robot. And if you know Parrish, that dude talked for 20 minutes. I was like, goodness,
So it made it 40 instead of 20.
if I'm ever on your show and that happens, I'll just nod and shake my head. We're good that way. So
So, do we want to start backwards?
Do it. You can do the Christopher Nolan thing if you want to. Memento it
started
up, baby.
Have we
Yeah.
Oh,
Memento it up, baby.
so Drew, I know I'm going to just go straight to Pool Party Massacre Part 2. So I was rewatching Part 1 today, and the pool guy that has the beard, and you told me his name a minute, and it wasn't Kyle.
Oh,
She's been drinking.
I had a shot.
Clay, the guy that jumps in the
Clay.
pool with the
It wasn't
breakaway
Coyle.
shorts.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was him. If I wasn't watching and I was listening and just paying attention to
The party animal? Is that what you're talking?
you casted land.
I'm not that annoying. God. I can hear what she's saying. I'm right
Yeah.
here,
You guys are supposed to go over this stuff in therapy, not on here.
Drew can't fix me.
Nobody can. But I was like, oh my gosh, if there's a part 2 of an older version, this is your guy.
I'm not old.
Ish.
Are you planning on a part 2, Drew?
Yeah, for sure. We're supposed to already have been shot. Actually, we
But
were.
COVID happened.
Yeah, we were supposed to start shooting around May 1st was my goal, and then I knew by middle of March that it wasn't going to happen. And so now we're just in a holding pattern and hanging out and rewriting the script over. It is good. It's changed dramatically, and no one will know if it changed for the better or worse but me. That's the best part.
Steve wants that boat
That's
scene
cool.
so bad.
Yeah. And then I did dumb things like promise a boat chase scene on the Indiegogo.
Indiegogo, yeah.
So I guess there's going to be a boat chase scene.
Hey,
Yeah.
So
We got this. Look at this great art. Let me see if I can get to it.
right there.
You see it? How
Ooh.
close? Oh wait, there's Tyler right there too.
Hey.
Is that sweet or what?
Wait, I thought that was next to your bed.
It was.
That's the other picture.
That's Flank's
Okay.
picture.
No. That's on Lance's side of the bed. Tyler's on my side of the bed.
Fucking Clay.
I have the bigger one on the slope ceiling.
And he's not even watching, you know? That's what pisses me off because he's asleep because he's old. He's older than all of us combined.
I'm going to defend him because he's not here. He gets up at like 3:30 in the
Oh,
morning
screw that.
and wakes the chickens up or the roosters.
His
whatever they are,
choice. That's
to get
his
everybody
choice.
else up. So
That's his
no,
choice.
we're gonna disagree.
Wait, there's a person that wakes roosters up?
That's
Clegg.
That's Clegg.
That's Clegg.
The artwork back there, that guy.
Yeah.
You know
Okay.
Flank, Drew, right?
Yeah, I do. I just
Yes,
didn't
yes.
know there was a person that got up early to wake roost, like some kind of rooster revenge plot for all the people they've woken up over
He
the
just
years.
loves cock, Drew. That's all. He likes waking up cock.
We all do.
It's not even-
Get you some of that, Clegg.
it's not even- he's gonna
So-
get you so good.
So I want to go back just a little bit here. And so, Drew, you said that you're going through rewrites. I know, Bloody Bill, you're also working on Cowboys from Hell. You're going through rewrites as well. Without there being any clear answer as to when everything is going to open up again, and if it does, is it going to shut down again because of everything that's happening in all these different states? How do you keep your sanity with these projects? I mean, you can't just rewrite. I mean, are you at some point just going to put that on the shelf, work on something else until you can finally see like a green light to get these projects moving forward? And we'll go ahead and start with Bloody Bill on that one.
I just don't feel safe right now. There's a lot of elderly actors that I want to bring out, some legends and stuff. And if something happened where they did get sick on my watch or something, I would
Right.
never forgive myself. So until I feel safe with that, I can't do it. If I'm never going to be happy with the script, so I'm sure I'm going to work up onto it to the last point. But if I was, I'd just move on to the next script I want to do. I got the story for Circus of the Dead too. It just needs to go into script form. Same thing with Mr. Fister. I figured that one out. And so I've done a lot of stuff. If I get stuck on Cowboys and feel creative about something else, I jump back and forth. Even
Nice.
though Cowboys is the main goal right now, I'm looking the best. Ray Ballard was over last night. My one of my producers and co-directors. We had a shrimp boil yesterday. But anyway, who doesn't like that? You, as you said that right, Lance. You don't like
I
shrimp boil.
don't. Makes my stomach queasy. Yeah.
Anyway, he come over and I let him peek at a lot of it, and his excitement and enthusiasm, it re-energized me again because I'm the only one reading it right now. So showing it to him and him getting all excited made me feel a lot better, and it gave me my enthusiasm back. So.
Nice. Awesome.
That is
How about
awesome.
you, Drew?
I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I don't want to start a new project right now, like filming. I don't actually want to start filming anything. I just don't feel comfortable with it. So that's why with Pool Party, I can set it aside until I feel right, whether that's in 3 months or 2 years. Like I honestly have no idea, but I just don't want to. I don't want to make that decision and start that. That being said, am still working on things. I've finished. There's projects that I'm involved with that had one scene left, and I'm doing my best to finish those. But I just don't want to start something new. And I have so much going on that I'm also adjusting to stay busy. I have a couple shorts for anthologies I'm doing that I've rewritten to now. Like one of them I just rewrote completely, so it's just myself and my son. So we can still shoot it, and we can shoot it in my house, and we can shoot it safely. So I'm making some adjustments like that. But as far as starting, a big project, Pool Party 2 will probably be like the biggest. Hopefully be the biggest project that I have, and not just be me and my son in the entire movie, which is plan B. But yeah, I'm happy putting it off. And
Did you see Brandon's comment right there, Drew?
no,
Got stuff up to get me to shoot.
I didn't necessarily cut stuff out that would be iffy to shoot now because I'm waiting. So I didn't have to make adjustments. If I was going to shoot now, I would have to make a ton of adjustments. Like the entire orgy scene would have to be removed for sure. But I'm holding off so that I could still get the orgy scene in there. So whenever it's safe, whenever orgies are safe, I don't know if that's mentioned on the CDC website or not, but
Safe
When I
sex,
know.
always a good idea.
yeah, it's true.
Full body condoms. Like
Yeah,
was it Naked Gun that had that?
Yeah, that's an option
Yeah, that'd
for
be
sure.
cool.
But yeah, so it's just not a, it's a weird, it's a crazy time. And I'm still working. I mean, I work full time in production and I produce commercials, and we still have, I'm on a gig right now. So there's still things being produced, but those things can afford, they're union jobs, and we can afford to take every precaution. And I can't do that on Pool Party Massacre. I can't afford to do what I feel like I need to do to keep everyone safe.
Is everybody getting tested before they show up on? Well, and testing is also, there's so many out there where people get tested negative, but they have the symptoms, they do get sick and everything. So even though they could say, well, you can't show up on the set unless you get tested, that doesn't necessarily mean that somebody's not going to end up on the set who has it.
Sure, and that's the big wild card. But like the project I'm on right now, we have a COVID compliance officer and a medic on set, and we haven't even started shooting. We don't shoot for another week and a half. But I lined that up, and they will test everyone in advance, and then every day of the shoot, everyone gets a symptoms check, a questionnaire, and their temperature, and like a kind of a checkup before they can actually enter set. They have to go through a medical trailer to be able to come into the building each day. And then, of course, gloves, masks, face shields, like we have all the appropriate PPE. But for a movie like Pool Party Massacre, I couldn't afford to even have that on-set medic and compliance officer for the entire shoot. Like that would be the entire budget of the movie. And there'd be nothing, there'd be no talent and no special effects. And so we just can't afford to do it. But for big projects, obviously we can.
Did Paul get the Slash Lorette party in the can?
Yeah, or at least my scenes.
Okay.
We just shot those last weekend. So I'm done.
Awesome.
With that. I could check one thing off of my list.
I'm ready for that one.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited. I'm a really small part of that project. So
you've been pretty busy through all this.
Yeah,
it's not like you've slowed down one bit.
Well, I appear to be busier than I am. That's the wonder of social media. I could be better looking and much busier.
Stop.
All through the joys of Instagram. But I do try to stay busy. I'm busy enough. I've got 2 kids and a bunch of responsibilities. But also I can't sit still. I can't sleep in. I can't lay in bed and watch TV. It's just not my personality. I have to be doing something, even if it's just for pretend, so that my brain thinks I'm doing something.
Right. Did you see David's comment just out of a funny?
No.
David said you can outsmart the system and hire a cast and crew that's already infected.
That's true. I guess that's the workaround is
as long as they feel well enough to work, right?
Yeah, I think if they have symptoms, there's no way in hell that they would be able to work.
No, it's brutal.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
I've had a couple friends who've been hit really hard too, and they couldn't get out of bed. So, and I need people to get out of bed. Oddly enough, the orgy scene there isn't even a bed. So
yeah, our buddy Tyler's been sick for the last couple weeks.
I know. I heard. I'm glad you're obviously feeling a little better.
Thank you. Yeah. I got my energy back a couple days ago. Most of my energy back. Haven't done anything physical like workout or anything like that. Like I'll take the dog out for a walk. But no, there were a few days there where it was just, when it first hit me, I had the symptoms, and then after a couple days, like when the fever hit, I went to bed at 7:00 and I got up at 8:30 the next morning. And so 13 and a half hours of being in bed. And then for a few days after that, I spent about 80% of the time in bed. I couldn't get up, couldn't do anything. And I couldn't think right. I couldn't think straight. I made, I tried to do some work and I made mistakes and I was too sick to fix them. And so I was like, I just had to take I took last week off of work because I didn't want to make mistakes that I couldn't fix,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm feeling better now. I don't sound great, but
you look fantastic.
You still
look really does. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people out there
It's
who
the
look
COVID glow.
amazing, probably sick.
He almost looks as good as Billy. Almost.
Well, Billy has an entire lighting team that you can't see. They're
Right.
just
he's got that light coming from underneath.
Beautiful.
From my butthole.
I was just going to say it has to be.
Holy one.
It wasn't going to come out right.
So when are we going to see Circus of the Dead on Netflix? Is that is happening?
Yeah, I think what they're doing is I'm learning a lot with this re-release. At first, I didn't even think there was such thing as a re-release, so that was the first cool thing that happened. But I think what they do is they go to the VOD, I guess, to see how much money it gets to make and stuff like that. Then they go to like the Amazon Prime and then the Netflix and stuff. The best thing that happened to me on that is if you look, it says 2020. Netflix is real picky about that kind of stuff, and that's what distributor kept telling me. They kept putting me off until they just disappeared, saying they couldn't get me on there because it was too old and stuff. So if you're a filmmaker, be careful what you put on IMDb because they treat that as when the movies come out and all that kind of stuff,
wow.
even though it hasn't. So just be careful when you put that made date on there. So think about that long and hard.
What is the re-release and how has that helped you?
Well, to me, the re-release, people always say I'm full of, BS, but it's not about the money as much. I want to get some eyes on it. And kind of what Dredd did with Terrifier and stuff like that is they got the eyes on it. And that's all I'm wanting is it's just like all of us. We're working hard, looking for bigger chances. Drew's making commercials and stuff like that. He can already do professional stuff. But when we do indie movies, we got, a shoestring budget and basically friends and family helping us doing free work. And that's what we got to do. And we got to try to make something great with that. And we do. But our ultimate goal is to be, in the big chair doing, bigger movies and making this mainstream Hollywood a lot better like it used to be when we were younger.
Exactly.
Do you feel like investors out there are unwilling to provide as much funding for horror films because, everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people know that you can spend very little on a horror film and it has the biggest return. So they want to maximize that return by just not funding horror films the way that they normally would because they know that they're going to make money.
I think so. I know when I did mine, my investor was the local millionaire that owned the TV station I worked for. And he did his just a thing for me, but he had his business team look at it. And he said, well, horror is only a small piece of the movie watching pie. And then the whole extreme horror is even a smaller piece of the movie watching pie. And, he was explaining all this kind of stuff. And I come from the school of, it's the cream's going to rise to the top sooner or later. So I didn't want to follow that formula or nothing, but they look at that. Any investors I get now is because they like me and like what I do. It's made outside of the business, so to speak, because it's just people that believe in me and believe what I do. These companies, Blumhouse and stuff, they're not calling us up to do things. I mean, every once in a while, an indie director will get called up to do something like that, but it's a shot in the dark, and it's really, really, tough like that. So I think sometimes it's who you know and what you do or whatever, but we just got to keep doing what we do and do our best to get noticed.
Yeah.
For sure. And I can't even speak to this because I've never had an investor. I've read about them.
Mom and dad counts too, Drew.
Yeah. My dad didn't even contribute to my Indiegogo.
Wow.
It was hilarious. I mean, he would have. My parents were awesome.
That's cool.
And they would have. But he kept saying he was waiting to see if we met the goal. And then when we met the goal, he was like, oh, good, I don't have to contribute.
That's offensive.
Brilliant.
I never said that, Drew. I never said that, buddy.
Does mom and dad still have the same house?
They do. Yeah, I was just over there eating.
Will they be me a room? I just want to go spend a weekend there.
Yeah, you can come.
That's a freaking cool house.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, we're doing tours. That's how I'm raising money for the movie. I'm just letting people sleep in my parents' house and they don't know about it.
Drew.
Sign us up.
Next time they go out of town.
All right. Just let us know. We'll be there.
That's awesome.
That's an awesome house. Well, I don't even care about the house. I like the pool. Wait. Okay. The bar and the pool. Between the two of those are epic rooms.
It's a cool house. And then some of the space, like the room at the end of the movie, the whole third act in the master bedroom, that's actually at my house. There were certain parts, like some of the rooms that you go into the movie aren't at their house. Everywhere where there's a tremendous mess made was not really at their house.
Okay.
It was my house because I could destroy my house, and it's still bad. Like there's still.
But you drilled in their that was their bathroom, right?
I was, but I built a stunt wall. Like that was
that's
all
okay.
fake. Yeah, I didn't actually drill a hole. I love the look on my mom's face when she watched the movie for the first time. You could see her like wondering, oh my God, is there a hole?
She probably
Like-
went home and checked right by that table.
I'm sure she did. But no,
She looked for caulk.
What?
Yes.
Look for caulk. Caulk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Caulk.
Jeez, we're talking about my mom.
I know. That's why I was caulk. She's the one that gets like the pervy.
Y'all have seen that video, right? The guy from Australia that talks about his deck.
The deck.
Oh,
Every time I watch it, I cry. It gets better and better because you know it's coming.
That's where Clegg's getting his more recent material from, saying get on his deek. He's trying to do that accent and stuff. So yeah,
I'm out of
I'm
touch.
telling everybody his secrets tonight.
I haven't seen it, but I could ask my son. I'm sure he could play it.
I will definitely make sure I send you a link. Look for it. A link to the deek.
Thank you.
Deck. However
Everybody
they
likes
say
to
it.
play on my deek.
All the neighborhood wives come
My
over
dick.
daily. Yes,
On my dick.
it's awesome. Sorry, squirrel.
Squirrel.
Come on, focus. This might be a good time for Billy's 4-minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
4-minute
Joe.
guitar solo.
Oh, producer Joe.
Is that a hint?
Oh,
Hint,
PJ.
hint.
PJ. Look at that liquid. That's
Oh,
so
I know what you're
awesome.
talking about now.
Look at that. Look, it's beautiful.
Liquid death.
This film acclaimed by critics as the most violent motion picture ever portrayed on the screen. Circus of the Dead. The cruelest sights you've ever seen cannot match the sights of this motion picture
Gentlemen, I can
experience.
tell you conclusively, this body has been gnawed on by a pack of something. And it ain't animals.
What was it, Doc?
My best guess? You boys are dealing with a pack of cannibals.
For these cannibal clowns, violence is the way of life.
Los payasos se comieron a mi esposa.
Circus of the Dead. It saturates the screen with terror.
I'll tell you what, Detective, the bodies are really beginning to stack up around here. You fellas are dealing with one sick son of a bitch.
Circus of the Dead. It saturates the screen with terror. An adventure in violence that will cut your heart out. Circus of the Dead. Everywhere you run, everywhere you turn, death is running with you. What you see here is only a sample of what is in store for you in Circus of the Dead. For your protection, you'll be given a terror mask free at the entrance. We urge you to use it if the violence is more than you can stand.
Oh, you would cry too if it happened to you. Dot, 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 dot.
From the director of Circus of the Dead and Dollboy comes a new film that disembowels decency and dismembers innocence. Mr. Fister, a psychosexual killer with an insatiable appetite for women. Mr. Fister.
Did you guys hear how she died?
Oh yeah, that was creepy. Creepy. I think being turned inside out by some maniac is a little beyond creepy.
Trick or treat!
A killer who takes his pleasure differently. Mr. Fister.
Good gosh, it looks like you could park a truck up in there.
It looks to me like somebody did.
A killer is stalking.
Hey, mister, that's my toy!
Oh yeah, this is mine.
Mr. Fister.
I don't care if you are Asian granny hooker. I just don't want to get fisted or raped.
Mr. Fister.
The presence of embryonic fluid indicates our victim is pregnant.
Pregnant? Where the hell's the baby?
This twisted mister gives new meaning to open wide and say, he's got heart, he's got guts, he's willing to spill blood, sweat, and tears. The only problem is, they're not his.
Carve your punk ass up, motherfucker.
Mr. Fister. It penetrates the screen with terror. Mr. Fister. Rated PG. Coming soon.
PG.
Did you read what the PG said?
Did you see the PG?
No.
Pussy gouging.
Billy, what the hell is wrong with you?
The baby. That's.
Now, let me tell you guys. Like the reason I had them play that is that I did TV commercials. Working at CBS 7. I started in '98. Then worked my way up to creative services. I guess about 2005. But I knew I could learn to use a camera and that kind of stuff, edit and stuff. But until I did that one short, because Grindhouse come out with Rodriguez and Tarantino, it made me really finally just say, get off the toilet and go try to shoot something horror-wise, and I shot that trailer. And the difference in the contrast of the two is then I felt like with Mr. Fister is it shows like the humor and to keep somebody hanging on and then give them a punchline or something of some kind. So those are the things that shape the movie making to actually make a feature someday. And it sounds dumb and cliche, but if I would have made Circus of the Dead anything like that first trailer, it would be laughed at, and it'd be just like the other 99.9% of these clown movies being made. So I learned so much by that, and then going over it with the fine-tooth comb, I didn't make those same mistakes in the feature. But the only reason I wanted to show them tonight is that we do that at Frightmare every year. We do the fake trailer showcase. And for aspiring filmmakers and stuff out there, they always ask me, what can you do? What can you do? I go, make a fake trailer. Find a trailer you like. And which, if you can tell, I bet Drew knows, but I really love the Torso trailer, the old Italian film Torso. And I kind of just tried to mimic it the best I could. But it taught me how to set up shots and do shots and storyboard and all this kind of stuff. And it's something you can knock out in a weekend or two. And it's the best way for a filmmaker to get their feet wet.
Is Mr. Fister who I think it is, Billy?
Yeah, and that was when I first met him, too. And I had him show up to do this. And he was really creeped out by it. But that was before we were even really good friends. He was just a creepy-looking dude. And once he did that, I knew he was going to be a clown.
He's one of the best. He's my fave. I love Papa, but he's my fave.
So Sam says in here he shot a baby on one film. Yes, and
is it in the? It made the final film?
Oh, it grossed me out. Thank you, Sam. I'll never get that out of my head. And then Damon Williams says, "You sick fuck." That was one of my thoughts exactly. What the hell is wrong with you?
Well, it's you guys is like everything you do. If you do something a year ago, you're not the same filmmaker. So I mean, that was 2007. I think the Mr. Fister was 2010 or 2011. I mean, you're talking like a decade ago. Yeah. So things have grown up. Like even I see those cheap clown shoes in the trailer and stuff like that, or certain shots in the audio or something. That's the kind of stuff you learn from, and that's what you got to cut your chops on.
That's what I want to ask you too. I was going to ask you. I remember Schein Terry's review of the re-release. He had that long review. He talked about how he was impressed about no paint or lipstick on the up. What is that about?
Real clowns don't do that. It's like sacrilegious or something like that. But that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want John Wayne Gacy, even though I like John Wayne Gacy stories and stuff. I didn't want to do like just an amateur putting on makeup. It should be professionals.
Oh, okay.
So we really did our research in it. Yeah.
That's what he said in his review. He was real impressed.
I'm glad he caught that. Yeah.
He's a clown in his next in Jason's new movie, Kill Giggles. So I'm assuming they did the same thing.
I get all those movies. That's the same with Drew, though. But what I'm going to do this week, Drew, is I promise within a week I'm going to watch your movie. Even if I got to go buy a Blu-ray player, I'm going to go watch it.
It's on Vudu and it's on Amazon.
No, it's on Prime and it's on Tubi.
Prime and Tubi. Sorry.
Well, I'll do Prime. There won't be any commercials, and I promise.
Exactly.
So, and I'll get back with you and let you, because I feel real bad about that. But I haven't seen a DVD or a Blu-ray player at my house since I got married for 2 years. I don't think so.
You better be sitting down when you watch it, because it is a runaway hit. Awesome, great movie.
You mixed the words. You want to run away and hit yourself.
It is funny. I loved it.
So
Movie's awesome.
slowly away.
Yeah, don't run. Be careful.
Yeah.
I do remember one of the scenes that I thought was humorous to me, and I don't remember thinking back, was there a funny line said when the claw went in that girl's chin and then the claw of the hammer and the
Yeah.
Was there a funny line that came along with that made me laugh?
No,
the dick pic. There was the dick pic.
Yeah, there isn't a one-liner, but it's usually it's the timing. I timed a champagne bottle popping with the claw hitting. Hitting, yes, and
Maybe that's what it was.
It's like a jump cut to the girls in the other room popping the champagne bottle the second the hammer hits, and then it cuts back, and so that usually gets a laugh, like in all the festivals and stuff like that.
That was Drew's wife, Tyler.
Yeah,
we have a picture of
receiving the hammer. That was
right there. There's the revenge shot.
This was a little photo shoot we did where we did a little revenge.
Awesome.
She got him back for hooking her.
Yeah.
The hardest shot of the movie, if I recall.
It was, whenever anyone asked, that was the hardest, just for a multitude of reasons. And I was naive enough to think it would be the easiest, so we did that first. That was like the first.
Remember that, Billy?
I remember thinking, watching, like, not knowing exactly which one was your wife, because we had talked about it before, and I was like, I figured out which one it had to be because she had the least nudity.
Yeah, which she was mad at me about that. And I just I don't know, I just felt like I would not put her in a bikini. I didn't want to expect that from her. And then after we shot, she told me she was offended that I was hiding her or something. And I was like, oh shit, I can't wait. Yeah, so
well, she has a twin sister in the sequel, right?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just that's spitballing. I'm just spitballing. I don't know.
I actually offered everyone from part 1 to come back in part 2 and play a different character, wear a wig, like anything. Because the fact that these people volunteered their time and worked so hard for me that I would rewrite the entire script to have them back. Like they can be in anything I do forever. So I offered it to everyone, and I think she was the first person to say no as soon as I said that. But a lot of the other
that's Drew saying that, you guys, not Billy Pond and Circus of the Dead people. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Well, our movies are very different. Trust me.
They are very different. Yes.
Yeah. My movies are very dumb.
They're not dumb. They're uplifting.
Oh, stop.
Well, most dumb things are uplifting too.
I'm gonna watch. I think I'm a good movie connoisseur, so
I think you're gonna like it.
Yeah, so I want to see it. I'm excited to see it. Now I think we were supposed to both go to Gross Fest. Now I canceled right before they canceled, but I was terrified, with my immune. But I think we were both supposed to go and do something on the barn too, and that's what I was most bummed about.
Yeah, we were both of
doing
those
something
things
together.
Yeah,
and I don't know what it was, but
I don't either.
Y'all are out of the barn too, then?
No, I told him that we have that I'll sue him. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
hardball.
Justin, the director of the barn, just had a baby as well, so he's got a lot. He has a lot going on and a lot of concerns about getting back on set as well. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to wait it out until things are safe and finish the movie then.
Yeah.
I love Justin and Zane and all those guys. John Hill, all them guys are awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Amazing.
Billy, before I forget, Brandon wants to know, where can he see your movies at?
Well,
those are just trailers. Those are just trailers.
Those are just trailers. But you can see the short on the new Dollboy. The new Circus of the Dead Blu-ray. They actually put Dollboy on there. It's a 25-minute. Mr. Fister hasn't been made yet, but it will be made, and that's going to be a dumb movie, over the top and fun, is what I want to do on it.
But the Mr. Fister trailer is also on. It's also on.
Oh, it is. It
is.
See, I didn't even know. That's cool.
He doesn't even have a Blu-ray player.
Now, Drew, I was going to ask too, Drew, how'd your distribution go with your movie and stuff like that? Are you happy because it's out everywhere and I see it? So
it is. Well, I originally self-released it completely.
I got it. Okay.
Physical and digital. I mean, that was my goal. Like, no matter how many offers I got, I wanted to do everything myself. So I figured it was the only way I could learn how to do everything. So even if it was a failure, I wanted to do everything myself. So, and I'm glad I did. I learned a lot, good and bad. And then I ended up with a re-release of sorts too. About a year after it was out, Terror Films picked it up digitally and took it off everything and then re-released it. And they've been doing a great job. It's been awesome. And I'll probably do at least Pool Party 2 the same way. Like I want to handle the physical, at least at first, because that's my favorite part is, I mean, I pack every single order and I like going to conventions like you do and just signing every Blu-ray and handing everything over, bringing snacks like in that photo. Like, I don't know. I just love being involved in as much.
The Wagners can attest. We can attest to that because I'm an idiot. I mean, nobody cares about. I'm just a normal nobody.
That's
and
true.
Thank you. And I'm telling you, interacting with these guys, they made me feel like I was somebody. There's the arm.
Okay,
Now, if you look at the picture, everybody, look how long Drew's arm is. That is an awesome pic. And I'm telling y'all, these are amazing human beings. Everybody on that screen, not counting myself, even you, are amazing.
So
And Drew talked to us after the VIP party, 2 hours, Drew? And I mean, just made us feel like just part of the crew, and Tyler's and taking us in, and Billy I tell everybody he's my heterosexual life partner, so that's what I've been telling everybody.
Poor Billy's confused right now. He's like, what the hell?
Well, I mean,
You should have cleared that through him first.
kinda, I mean, because Clegg wants to lay claim to that, and I took it from Clegg. So, but anyway,
Hey, I was
these
gonna
are
say
amazing.
too about that. It's like Drew was saying too. Is a lot of these distribution companies, they don't physical media, like they all say it's dead, and I mean I call BS on that because I sold more physical than we did VOD when I did self-releasing, believe it or not, and that's hitting the streets and shaking each hand, yeah. And it's not dead because horror movie fans want the physical copies, whether or not they ever open it and watch it, but they get it and they put it on their shelves forever. So.
Well, a couple weeks ago when Verizon and Sprint and T-Mobile and all them, nobody had phone service. You couldn't get internet. All those things happened. We were very happy to have physical media during that time. Just saying.
Yeah, and as soon as you have kids, they're all playing Fortnite and stealing all your internet. So then you have to watch Blu-rays too.
Exactly.
Bingo.
That's my life.
I was the worst with it though. I even when I had not VHS, but like DVDs, I always took them out of the box and put them in those little, because I have to keep everything tidy. I have OCD and like everything has to be clean. So I always threw the boxes away.
Wow. You're that guy?
Yeah. So I have all these movies and like these little books and stuff, but I don't have the boxes or anything. And so I'm one of the kind of people that I really just for tidy's sake, I like the digital library,
It is nice to have. I mean, luckily most of the Blu-rays now come with the digital copy, so you can have both.
Mm-hmm.
So, my kids can access all of their favorite movies that I bought for them through their tablets and through
Circus of the Dead.
Yeah, it's mostly they watch Circus of the Dead.
Who was that watched?
And Trolls World Tour.
She gets a kick out of that story when Shane Bradford's sister watched the movie. Billy.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He tells her it's a family flick.
She's like, her face is like, he took a picture of her face and then said after the movie, she said, I need to watch a Disney movie. I've got to clear my head or something. Yeah.
But her face is like, it was like, what the
she was
hell
shocked.
is wrong with you?
I tell people it's just as fun watching people watch it for the first time.
Absolutely.
Maybe Drew like that too, because if you go to these conventions and they screen your movie, I mean, you've got to see your own movie a million times, and it just makes me hate, man. I cringe when I hear the opening music and stuff. Do what I can do. But what I do is turn and watch. I go hide behind the screen and just watch the crowd. Is what I like doing. So.
Yeah, that's always fun. Or I leave and I come back at certain like I hear music cues and then I'll go back inside and watch the reaction to certain things.
I need to do that next time. Leave. That's a great idea. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Oh, the last 50 screenings, I just wait outside or I'll go if it's in a theater. I'll sneak into another movie and go watch something else. And I'll just set like a reminder on my phone so I can go back in and like do my Q&A because I don't want to watch my movie.
Well, by the time y'all are done with some
stuff, Drew.
No, I mean I don't hit the keystrokes, but I mean I'm involved in it. I'm in the edit. But I have
you've
people
seen it 1,000,000 and 1,000,000,000 times.
Yes, of course. Yes. Over and over and over again. Like I was sick of it by the third time, so by the 300th time, it's insane.
We hear that a lot. We actually do, where everybody's like, by the time that you're done with something, you're happy it's done, but you don't have to see the 8 millionth time.
Heard someone say that the color correction's killing me and
just everything. I'm glad like now that I'm acting so much more, like coming at a project from that side is great because I get to feel the anticipation, like as a fan and as an actor, like I can't wait for a movie to come out and see it. And then I don't get to see rough cuts. So I don't have any of that. I just get to see the finished product and it's awesome. So then I can go to every festival and because even by the time it's done, I've only seen it 10 times, not 110 times.
That's how I felt when I used to do gay porn in the 80s.
Yeah, exactly.
So Drew, you were offered, this is hypothetical, everybody. Drew's offered a movie role. It's the lifetime amazing gift if you can do this role. Would you shave your beard for it?
Yeah, I mean, if it was, I hate my beard. I'd shave it for the right project for sure. I've actually been trying to shave it for a while. I wrote it into the script of Pool Party Massacre 2, like the beard being shaved, which I don't know, but then I get cast another project. There's always at least one project that I need to keep it for.
Oh, okay.
And it's been that way for years. Like I've been telling my wife I'm gonna shave it after this project for like 6 years now. And it just hasn't happened. So I don't know when it'll happen. But yes, if there was a good role, I would for sure do it. I mean, yeah, in a heartbeat. And there's things that I would want to do that would probably require me to shave it. Like my dream job would be playing a dad on like a Disney sitcom. Like that's like would be because I watch them all with my daughter, and it's just they get to overact and like be ridiculous, and it just looks like so much fun. Like that's what I want to do. I want to be like the goofy dad on a Disney show, but they'll Google me and it'll probably never happen because there's a picture of me holding the dick from Billy's movie. It's like the first thing that comes up.
Yeah,
you're done.
Yeah, you're done. Already career suicide for anything like that.
Maybe
that's why we put it in that case because we knew Lance was going to be there. And we're just trying to stay under glass because I didn't want like a bite mark out of it or something weird.
Too late. He'll chew right through that glass. Don't worry.
Oh, that's funny.
Got to hold myself back. I sure did. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, go back. We have a dog trying to butt in here.
What?
Budinsky. We
Where
can't tell her anything because she's dead.
It doesn't look like you're handling a dog down there.
Oh,
seriously.
That would look completely different, I promise.
She's right. Look, Drew, just so you believe us there.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's our deaf lady. We have a male and a female. Both are deaf.
That's one of them. One of the knuckleheads.
Nice.
Spoiled rotten. Well, I guess so. Should we start wrapping up or?
Yeah.
Yes, I want to do Fuller House, Brandon. I'd be on full.
Get it hooked up, Brandon.
I think if y'all haven't seen Drew's movie, the funniest thing is, especially since we know Drew, when they were describing this guy that this girl's dating, I was dying laughing because she's dating the guy Drew.
Yeah.
The dick pic is the thing. I was rolling because I was like, he's got such a dad bod. He's got this, and he said, or no, he didn't say dad bod. He's such.
They say dad bod.
Was it dad bod?
He collects toys, and he's.
Oh my gosh, I was crying because it was almost like you were describing him. Well, you got toys too. I'm just saying.
Well, it was describing me. That was my wife saying those things about her boyfriend, and I just thought it would be funny to have my wife talk a bunch of shit about me. And then when I call on the phone, I had to Google dick pic to find that dick pic because I couldn't use my own.
is not yours.
No, it's not mine, and I don't have clearance, so hopefully it's not recognizable enough to whoever owns it, because I have no idea whose it is. But I scrolled through pages and pages, and the cast helped me decide which one looked the best,
awesome.
and we put it in there.
He doesn't have clearance.
So, no, I don't know whose it is. And it was a weird, for whatever was happening like politically at the time when we shot that movie. I Googled that was an impromptu thing. Like the phone ringing was like we were wrapping out of that scene, and I went, wait, I just got this idea. What if the character calls and there's a dick? Like, just hear me out. Let me do this real quick. And so I needed to quickly get a dick pic on my phone because I didn't have any that I liked. But I Googled dick pic, and like the first page or two were all pictures of Dick Cheney. And it was the weirdest. It was just a weird thing because I've never Googled dick pic, but I feel like if you Google anything that even rhymes with dick pic, you would get pictures of penises. But then I actually Googled dick pic, and I got pictures of Dick Cheney.
Is this true, Lance? When you type in?
Yes, it's very true.
It might be different now.
If he Googles it, it comes up with Billy and Brian. I don't know.
Yeah.
Everything,
is that what we're both on? Is this like the...
I definitely did not get Dick Cheney.
No, did you just do it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it must have been whatever was current.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How are you feeling now,
That's
Tyler?
awesome.
How are you feeling?
Yeah,
that is awesome.
It had to be something to do with what was current like news at that moment, because it was the weirdest. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah, I couldn't find a
no news going on with Dick Cheney right now. I can tell you.
Yeah,
that's
that's good. So for part 2, I'll have much more options. I've had people actually offer theirs at festivals and stuff when that gets mentioned in the Q&A, like, is that really your dick? And then I say no, and I tell them that story. And I've had multiple people come up to me and say, hey, if you need one for part 2, I have pictures of mine.
So if you need a committee for that.
Yeah, it's a really weird icebreaker just for people out there. If you go to film festivals, that's a weird
that could
icebreaker.
be at Wagner Wiles one day. I mean, yeah.
True. What you could do, it should have been something. It should have been a perk on the Indiegogo. I blew
Exactly.
it. With
That might be the way to go right there.
Call me.
All right. Offers closed.
Hey, Tori Van Buskirk said hello, Drew, in the comments. Tori?
Awesome.
There's Terry, there's Tori.
We work together.
Tori's awesome.
Yeah, I think that would be an awesome perk is
We had
if
a
you want to
long-distance
have your
relationship.
pick in here, it's a pretty good donation. I think that's a very good idea.
Yeah. Well, you can have, if anyone wants to send in their dick pic, they can send it to the Wagner Wiles and they'll.
Oh, no.
They'll get them to me.
Lance's phone number is.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Well, we love you guys. And let's start with
Drew.
Drew, do you want to tell us what your current projects are, where we can find you?
Is Scare Me on Prime? Is it really on Prime?
That's a good yes, I think. I mean, I'm going to say yes, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. Because I saw that.
I'm pretty sure it is. But I'm just like I'm in the movie for like 5 seconds. So I watched it when it came out, but I don't know its current release schedule because I'm a tiny little part of that movie.
Okay.
But you should definitely check it out wherever you can watch Scare Me, and I'm pretty sure it's on Prime.
Thank you. Okay.
So yeah, but what do I have going? What do I have going on? I don't know.
Maybe
I'm just filming stuff with my kids. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Drew Marvick, or you can get Pool Party Massacre stuff at poolpartymassacre.com. You can send your dick pics to the Wagner Wiles.
Drew.
And that's it. I don't know. Follow me on Instagram and tell me how dumb I am.
I don't think you're dumb. I think
That's what
you're
keeps
awesome.
me going. That's what I need.
You make being in quarantine fun, and I missed you for your couple weeks that you were in hiatus.
No, thank you. I try.
Drew's movie.
I try. There it is. That's
awesome.
It's the only best thing I'll ever do with my life.
Whatever.
So not even true.
That could be. I don't know.
Oh, and just in case if y'all haven't seen, if y'all go to Drew, if you get to be friends with him, if you go to his Instagram, all those things, you get to see this stuff in the background up close and personal, and it is wickedly cool. He has like an amazing, and he does stuff off the wall, weird places, even at mom and dad's houses. He comes up with some really genius stuff.
If Joshua Milliken hadn't already adopted me, I'd have had Drew adopt me.
I'm available. I'm available.
True.
Just
That's
saying.
true.
Free agent.
Sweet, Sam, done. I like your haircut's fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I love it.
It's got a whole lot of gray coming in.
This just happened to be right here. There's me holding Billy's dick, or whatever, however you want to word it.
That's awesome. Drew, tell him real quick. Tell him about when you went and did the the Slumber Party Massacre. You just walked up to Michael Berryman and said, "Hey, you want to be in the picture with me?"
Yeah, that was at the con we were all at together. A cool classic. Yeah, they had the Slumber Party Massacre photo op, and I don't know. I love doing photo. I mean, I'm just a horror fan. Whether I'm at the convention as a guest or not, like I would have been there anyways. So I'm still just like a horror nerd wandering around doing photo ops and whatever. So I love doing photo ops, but I try to make them special and a little different. And every convention's different depending on how big it is and how corporate. Sometimes I bring as many people as I can. Sometimes I invite strangers. Sometimes, I bring props, whatever. But at this one, I just thought it would be hilarious if Michael Berryman came as my guest into the Slumber Party Massacre photo op.
You had that excited look on your face. You go, should I ask Michael to be in the photo op? I went, hell yeah.
And I don't know why, but to me, that was like a dream because Michael Berryman's kind of like the nicest guy ever. And I just want to hang out with him. But I also just love this confusing everyone by adding him to the Slumber Party Massacre photo op so that no one will understand. Like, even they had no idea. Like, they didn't understand what was happening.
Right.
Either did Michael. And
Drew walks up to Michael and says, "Hey, Michael, will you?" And he looks at me and I was like, "I'll sit here and watch your booth while you go." And he's like, "Okay, I guess I don't have a reason to say no."
Yeah. And so he did. Maybe that picture's right here too. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't send any photos ahead because I don't plan things. No, I got a bunch of other pictures. I got pictures of me in a Santa suit with the Silent Night, Deadly Night killers, but
that's awesome.
And a bunch of other pictures, but I don't know where that photo is. Oh, I don't think maybe I didn't get it printed because
that's what I think. They had printing issues. I think
I was getting rushed to the airport too.
Exactly.
So
remember that. Michael Berryman is an amazing human. Love Michael.
I've tried to get other celebrities to come do other photo ops with me, and then Michael Berryman's the first one that's actually done it. So that makes it even better. But yes, I've asked random celebrities, like, hey, if I pay for your photo op, will you come with me at 3:00 to get a photo op with Paul Rubens? And they're like, what? No, that's not how it works. I'm like, why not? Like, what do you mean it's not how it works? Like, I'm always, I don't know. I'm always trying. I got the entire Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors cast at a convention. They weren't doing a photo op, and it pissed me off. So I just decided that I was going to come up with my own, and I individually talked to every single one of them, paid them for their to take a photo with them, and then worked it out. And it became this like event where every single one of them at the same time got out of their tables and came into the middle of the room and took a photo just for me.
Awesome.
And then went back to their tables. And it was, when it happened, people the whole convention came over to try to take pictures. They didn't know who I was. It was like one of the first pool party conventions where I had a booth. So all of a sudden they all, including Heather Langenkamp, like she started championing it. Like it was crazy. And I got this photo with all of them together. And then they all went back to their tables and
God, I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
I like to do weird stuff and disrupt. I like disrupting.
I think you're in good company for weird.
That's true. Yeah, especially at a horror convention.
Right?
There's no shortage of weird.
So, Billy, let's do the same for you.
Well, first off, I want to say that Lance is like the ugliest lesbian that I've ever seen in my entire life.
But is that still good though? I mean,
he loves you.
He does.
That's all that matters.
I was going to say, when I was at that cult classic that I overheard Michael Berryman and Oberst talking about how they just want really good roles, and that everybody just sees them as like monsters and stuff like that. And it makes me challenge. And I tell filmmakers all the time is like somebody needs to write these guys like real legit roles and let them do what they do best. So that's what I want to do too, is champion that kind of stuff and not give anybody silly stuff. I'll save that for my friends and family to do the silly stuff, but
or I'll do it.
Yeah, or Drew. I'll call Drew in. So that's fun too. Is I get a lot of calls from other filmmakers too to do that stuff, and I always wondered like, what's the point of having me in it? Because definitely I'm not an actor. Because the porn stuff was just come natural, but the acting was a bit harder. But
you did the pretzel thing good though for me.
I don't know what I was doing. I still don't understand what that's about. But it's something about porn, I'm sure. But no. I just think that we ought to write better stuff for these people. These are legends, and they're getting these roles and stuff, and I feel sorry. I want to see them like act. So that's my challenge, is to do something with Bill and Michael Berryman that's so awesome that they can like say, "Wow, this is the coolest role ever." Which is going to be hard with Bill because that popcorn is going to be tough to beat. But the Cowboys from Hell role for him, the Sin Buster, is really dang good. So I'm pretty impressed.
Wait.
That's awesome. Wait. That's my problem. That's my problem is I don't have good roles in my projects. So I never want to reach out to, in all honesty, like I don't want to reach out to these people and say, hey, no, I just kind of want to hang out with you. So I made you the stepmom and like you have 3 lines. I don't want to do that. Even though I do want to hang out with them.
I think the movie that needs to be made, is I always think about this too, is like just the whole indie film scene at these conventions and stuff like that. And people playing themselves that would be a really good kind of movie kind of thing. It is very Tiger King-ish. And I think it would be a lot of fun. Somebody needs to really do a documentary on this kind of stuff and talk to all these people. It would for sure be a good Shudder series or something.
I think that almost happened. There was a My Name is Bruce sequel.
Yes.
That I think was in the works, and it was like him at a horror convention with everyone playing themselves, and something was unleashed and it attacked the convention, and no one believed. It was the same kind of premise, like nobody believed it was real, and he was going to get everyone from a horror convention of that age to play, and that would have been awesome. But
that would have been cool.
I don't know what happened to it. I just remember reading about it.
We'll call it's probably money, Drew. It's probably money.
It's very possible. That's never stopped me, but I hear that stops other projects.
Billy, where can everybody find you?
Facebook, Instagram, just look up Bloody Bill. The movie's out on Dread now. You can get it almost on all the VOD platforms, and they're also doing a Blu-ray now with a lot of cool stuff on it.
It's a bummer that we're in the state we are, because I was hosting all the Dread releases, their screenings for the city of Las Vegas. We would do every time they released a movie, we would do a premiere, or they would do a premiere in various cities. But I was kind of their guy in
we need to make
Vegas.
this up, Drew. Whenever this Corona's over, let's make it up, and I'll come out to Vegas.
Hell yeah.
That would be awesome. Yeah, because we had a team, or I wasn't the guy. We had a team, but
Well, wait, is Lance going to be there?
We'll meet you there.
No, and I'm cool.
Come on.
That's cool. I'm good.
He's been begging me for 5 years to go to Vegas.
I won't go, Billy.
I need to get Tyler out to Vegas.
Yeah, we can have a reunion.
Yeah, for Pool Party Massacre 2 or 3.
That'd be awesome.
You could play the stepmom.
It's always hang out with
you. That.
It's always the best role in all my projects. The stepmom. I don't know why. I don't even have a stepmom. Maybe I always wanted one.
You wanted one.
I'd love to do that.
We'd have to shave for that one.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
What do you mean? That's so like 2010 of you.
Right? All right, and then Tyler, I know you're going to be here often.
Yes,
we're so grateful for that. So while we're here, where would you like people to find you at?
You can find me at Tyler Shea Cohn on Facebook or Instagram. No, just Facebook.
No, you're on Instagram.
I don't. Yeah, on Tyler Cohn.
Yes.
I'm not.
Not that I stalk you
that much these days. Just text me.
I should have asked Lance. Where did we find Tyler?
He's doing guitar stuff, so he's not doing his social media.
I talked to Billy about, I don't know, quite a bit.
If y'all need to reach Tyler, reach out to Lance.
Yeah, with your dick pics.
Drew, they're really going to send dick pics.
Yeah,
you know how these people are.
They can send them to me. I've always wanted to get one.
I am me. I have his email address.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. This is going to be awesome.
That's going to be worse than asparagus if I start getting dick pics.
They look like
You
asparagus.
don't have to eat them on
Yeah.
screen.
I'm not eating. I did not eat Brian either. Don't. I know he's going to try to say some shit when he wakes up in the morning. So don't y'all just ignore Clegg.
I have to interrupt for a second. So we have Lance's first acting gig.
Yes.
He was auditioning for Jackass, just in case Drew and Billy didn't see it.
Okay.
It took him so long to get up.
I know.
If you listen, I'm going,
Yeah.
it hurt.
He reminds me every time he watches it because, and you didn't even get up to check on me.
She did.
Well, she can't see past that wall of
Yeah,
monitors.
5 monitors from her. I was like, what was that?
She didn't even know you were in the room.
Oh man, that hurt. It hurts to watch.
It just
sometimes.
gets better every time.
She loves when you show that. All right.
All right,
Thanks
so
everybody for being here tonight, man. This is awesome,
guys. I'm gonna start dropping you guys down. I'm gonna let them do their closing, but please stick around for a couple of minutes if you would.
Cool.
Yes.
So
Thanks, guys.
see you
Love
guys.
y'all.
I'll see you guys
Yeah.
another time. Thank you for coming.
Thank
Love
you
y'all.
guys.
All right, guys. I'm gonna let you do your thing.
All right. Well, we just want to thank you for coming back again. And sorry we've been gone for so long. And hopefully we don't have any more interruptions that stop us from being around for like a month.
And everybody, remember, we're in a pandemic, and we're all going to get along. We're going to get through this. No fighting. Everybody get along. Damn it.
Be nice to each other.
Be nice. Damn it. And so for real, whatever. Anyway.
Lance is looking for a temporary home just in case anyone's looking for a pet.
Hear you. We love y'all. We really do. This is so much fun. Absolutely honored to be part of this with my wife. And we love y'all, our family. You guys are our family, our family.
Yeah.
And we love y'all. Wagner Wiles out.
Love you guys.
Never saw if the tide was on tonight.
Wow, I was supposed to like cue something up, but then George popped in. So
Oh.
Thank you, George.
Where did George come in?
Right there.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
wow.
It's not,
I always
not-
get used to
but
you
he's not
doing that
as
one.
George.
I didn't know that was George.
Yeah.
Thank you, George. Love you, George. He's my hero.